Hiya, welcome back to Green Hill Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this live stream, I'll be playing the demo of Final Fantasy XVI. So sit back, relax, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. Yeah, the demo just went live today. Pretty excited for this, actually. Big Final Fantasy fan. Just sharing my live stream onto Facebook. 2 seconds. So yeah, anyone who knows me will know that I'm a huge fan of the Final Fantasy series. My first Final Fantasy game was Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation 1, and I've been a fan of the series ever since. And this is the next generation of the Final Fantasy series, the latest installment in the series, Final Fantasy 16. This is a demo. Let's go. This demo features several chapters of Final Fantasy 16's first act. So you get the first act, you get the entire first act of the game, and you can actually carry over all saved progress can be carried over to the main game. We hope you enjoy your time in Valistia. What couldn't I call it? Green Hill. Oh no, wait. That's Sonic the Hedgehog. The screen brightness I normally leave at default. From now on I do. Just want to say the haptic feedbacks. The haptic feedback of the DualSense controller is actually kicking in already simply by navigating the menu. There's a nice kind of like light thud coming from the DualSense controller. Subtitles for SaberTac. Yes, I will have the haptic feedbacks. What did I keep calling it? Haptic feedbacks. Haptic feedback. English. I know some people actually prefer the Japanese voiceover because they feel like it gives them more of an authentic experience, which I can understand, considering that it's a JRPG. Actually, that's disputed in today's world. But anyway, we won't get into that. Game performance. So you can choose between graphics or frame rate. I actually want to go for graphics because Final Fantasy has always had amazing graphics. It's the one thing that I always took note of. The big thing I took note of with Final Fantasy was its great graphics. So I'm going to go with graphics. Yeah, what's next? There's literally 4 pages of options. Okay, visual alerts. What do you mean? Enable an on-screen waveform that provides visual representations of in-game sounds and music. No, I'll just leave it off. No, you're fine. Says story focused or action focused. What do you mean? Begin the game equipped with several accessories that simplify. Nope. That's enough for me. Action focused, please. Yep. Final confirmation. It's pretty nice before I get stuck into the game. It's pretty nice though that Square Enix are actually appealing to casual gamers and just casual Final Fantasy fans who just want to pick up a Final Fantasy game for the first time and enjoy it. That's why those options are available. So nice to see the evolution of the series in that area. Appealing to new kind of gamers. Yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. Let's go. Final Fantasy 16.
Moss the Chronicler, who said that the land of Valistia is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals, and that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness. Yet, what they saw in the light gave rise to temptation. Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal shadow. And thus did our journey begin.
So crystals have always been a big part of the Final Fantasy lore over the years. Even though every Final Fantasy game except 10, 2 and the Versus 13 is a standalone story, crystals have always played a pretty big role in pretty much every Final Fantasy game. The graphics are absolutely stunning. I know it's only a CGI trailer, but still, these visuals are just what we would expect from the Final Fantasy series. You know, Square Enix have always made the most of the hardware. Oh, nice. They made the most of the PS1, PS2. Didn't actually play any Final Fantasy on PS3, PS4, and obviously they're really, I can see they're really taking advantage of the hardware of PS5. Like, so yeah, Final Fantasy's always been known for its amazing visuals. I'm seeing that here right now. So I'm actually controlling one of the summons, Phoenix. I presume it's Phoenix anyway. And the music as well, Final Fantasy is always known for its amazing soundtrack, legendary soundtrack. And right now there's a real kind of goosebump inducing soundtrack playing right now, which again is what you would expect from. So right now everything I would expect from Final Fantasy is happening right now. Yeah, lovely visuals. Year of the Realm, 873. Inisia Defiled. I was actually watching Ubisoft's
It'll be light soon.
summer gameplay stream. I got bored. So I wanted to play Final Fantasy 16.
You all know the target. Shiva's
Ah,
dominant.
Shiva!
And only the dominant.
No one else? Where's the fun in that? How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them. Try to keep that in mind. Let's get this done.
Ah yes, we're going after Shiva. The ice summon. And speaking of ice, that was a nice segue, unexpected segue. Yeah, this is what you would expect from Final Fantasy on PlayStation 5. This is the next Final Fantasy game. It's on the next piece of PlayStation hardware. It's what you would expect. I love it.
Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Yes, Sergeant.
I said focus, Wyvern.
I will shut up. Yeah, stunning visuals. What's this? The main menu. Press options at any time outside a cutscene to open the main menu. Gameplay settings, gameplay configuration settings, including camera inversion, can be adjusted in the Systems tab. Please don't bombard me with tutorials.
All hell is about to break loose.
Exactly, so please don't bombard me with tutorials, please.
Time to move. We're just in time.
Yeah, so the theme of this Final Fantasy is like this Republican Army front lines. So there's different types of teams in Final Fantasy series that shift every now and again whenever there's a new Final Fantasy game. But this seems to be like a war empire type team, you know, as opposed to like a sci-fi team like Final Fantasy 7 is. 10 is like religion. You know, so religion, sci-fi, and war are kind of the themes, and medieval as well, kind of like medieval type kind of themes as well. There's quite a few themes in the series, but yeah, the theme. I didn't look too much into 16 because I wanted to experience it for the first time like myself.
The way this is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
So from what I can get of the story of Eddie, like the crystals is like obviously like a massive power stronghold, and that power was used to basically save the world many years ago.
Refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
With the crystal, or the shard of the crystal in there at least. Oh, is this where the drug element is supposed to come into it? Oh, I'm so offended with this magical device.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not? Or am I mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard.
Hiya Emily, welcome to Green Hill Gaming for my Final Fantasy 16 demo live stream. How are you keeping? Damn indeed. Looks amazing, doesn't it? It's exactly what you'd expect from the next entry in the Final Fantasy series. So how is everything with you, Emily? Glad to have you in the live stream as always. I'll have to go to the back room for a while. You're beautiful. Okay. So yeah, I will chat to you when you come back.
But the Ironblood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should this citadel be allowed to fall, the capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board.
So you're rude to blow smoke into people's faces there, big boy. I'm good, thanks for asking, Emily. What about yourself? Let's see the demo I'll not ride again too. No, you're fine. You're okay, Emily. You're okay. You're fine. You're fine.
Which just leaves me. The Iron Blood will rule the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
This game's only begun, buddy. This is the demo. We're just getting started. Yeah, so there's a war going on.
You cock.
Watch your tongue.
Benedicta.
Oh, the game has, by default, become the best Final Fantasy game in the series because of mature content. Oh, I can't wait for the sex scene, said fucking no true Final Fantasy fan. Just non-Final Fantasy fans who think that gore, sex, drugs, and mature content make a game great by default. Well, it doesn't. God damn it, it doesn't. Get a life.
Care.
Does the lion take care when he chases?
To me, it's just part of the story. I don't have any reaction to this. I don't have any specific reaction to potential sex scenes, drug scenes, or gore in the Final Fantasy game. I'm not bothered either way. It just adds to the story. It's part of the story. These two people are obviously romantically involved. Tidus and Yuna were romantically involved. You know, I knew that they were romantically involved. It was pretty obvious they were romantically involved. Just because we didn't see Tidus bang Yuna doesn't change that fact.
Yeah. Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
I wanted to see the sex scene, said the Sims.
The front lines are gone. This is our chance. The chaos will conceal us.
Do you know what I'm doing as well? Even though I love the story in Final Fantasy games, when I grew up playing Final Fantasy 7 on PS1, I didn't have a clue what the fuck was going on. I didn't have a clue what was going on. I had a brief idea of what was going on, but overall I had no fucking clue what was going on. Do you know what I mean? Same with 8, and even the same with 9. 10 I did though. 10 I did. I really connected to the story in 10. So I'm not going to be too pushed whether I know exactly what's going on. Right now I just know that there's a war going on and there's two sides fighting and we're looking for the dominant, which I think is the summon. That's all I know. I don't care. I'm here for the gameplay. I'm here for the Final Fantasy experience. So right now I'm getting a true Final Fantasy experience right now. From the point of view of the visuals, soundtrack, story, the themes, yeah. I'm getting stuck in as well, I'm not going to be bogged down by tutorials and whatnot. I also like the fact that 16 is a lot more narrative than open world. It is going to have big areas, of course, but narrative overall.
Take the van.
Wait. Something's not right.
Well, it's Final Fantasy, of course something isn't right. Oh. Look at the size, look at kicking things off with oh my dear god, it's, what's his name? It's Odin, isn't it?
Titan.
Or Titan. Titan, Odin's son. He's a Titan, isn't it? He's not.
And look who's here to greet the bastard.
Shiva. This is a great start. Probably one of the best starts for a Final Fantasy game that I can actually remember in a very long time. I'm so glad they actually turned off the Ubisoft Connect showcase for this. It was so boring. The guy that was presenting The Crew 2, how does he have a job? I know there's times when I live stream I feel like I'm not talking as much and I'm not putting as much passion into what I'm saying, but fuck me. This guy's like, Final Fantasy 7, no, Final Fantasy 16, look at those chocobos. I'm so excited. You guys are going to love these chocobos. Yay. I swear to God, that's what it was like. Oh man, this is amazing. Like, this is Final Fantasy on PS5. You know, this is exactly what I would expect. And it's crazy, but vibration is also a pretty big part of Final Fantasy games as well. So the haptic feedbacks. And why do I keep saying haptic feedbacks? I just said haptic? Yeah, that's the haptics. The haptics are
You don't get to die here,
really
Wyvern.
good.
Move!
I wasn't planning on dying here when you start up the game. It'd be a pretty short game, wouldn't it? I put it up there with 10 in terms of the opening. Some Final Fantasy games have pretty slow openings. So, this opening, no, I would put right up there with 10. So much. Oh, look at this, man, it's looking full on. And you wouldn't be able to, like, this is the power of PS5. Like, there's so much happening right now. I'm doing my best. I think you get like 2 hours of gameplay, I think. Possibly more, I don't know. Ooh, that was close.
Wyvern!
I missed being able to name their own character. Even in
Told you before, you do not get to die here.
even in 10, where there was voice acting, you could name Titus, whoever you wanted to. Brother. What did I miss there?
Clive! Get up, Clive!
Flashback. Beautiful scenery. 13 summers earlier. 13 years ago.
Do you yield? Well, if you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
That's cute.
Two arms, then. It wouldn't do to disappoint the gallery.
Combat!
Let's start again from the beginning. Come, show me your form.
Attack the Lord Commander. Alright, so melee attacks, press square to perform melee attacks. Up to 4 melee attacks. Up to 4 attacks can be chained together. The combos, like. So combat is obviously, like, battling is a massive part of the Final Fantasy series. It's evolved, as you can clearly see, over the years.
I believe I asked to see your swordsmanship.
But everything evolves. Can't stop evolution. Alright, Damien, Ubisoft forward was Cheeks. Oh man, it was shitty cheeks. It was cheeks with hard shit in the middle of those cheeks. And that shit is a company called Ubisoft. Now, all joking aside, man, I think I tuned in about a half an hour into it. It was when they were showing, it was when they had that concert, the Skull and Bones concert, which I didn't mind too much. I was having my dinner watching that. And then this guy comes on to talk about the crew too. And man, he had the charisma of a fucking nun. I mean, honestly, man, all joking aside, he was one boring bastard. Like the way he was talking. I mean, imagine now if I was doing a live stream and I was like, "Hi guys, today I'm going to play Final Fantasy 16. Yay! Yeah." I mean, I turned off. I turned off to play Final Fantasy 16, man. I'm enjoying it so far. I know I'm no money at the opening of the game, but it's everything you'd expect in the Final Fantasy game. Amazing visuals, pretty good soundtrack, good story. The theme of this Final Fantasy is all about war. There's different types of teams in Final Fantasy games, including sci-fi, medieval teams, religious teams, and this has a military war team. So I'm actually enjoying it so far. And as I was saying there, the combat obviously has changed dramatically over the years in the Final Fantasy series. But look, it is what it is. It's no longer turn-based combat. Is what it is. Still fun though. Still fun. Combat is still part of Final Fantasy. And it's still fun to play. Phil Spencer was there. Was Phil Spencer there or not? Well, he jinxed it then. He jinxed it. I blame Phil Spencer. But how are you keeping, Damien? How's everything with you, man? As always, man, you're very welcome to the live stream. Phil Spencer. Dear God, huh? Phil Spencer only dreams he can get a game like this on his brand, isn't he? So attributes. The attributes tab provides a comprehensive overview of Clive's current level, status, abilities, and gear.
More. Don't give your enemy time to riposte. Very good. Such swordsmanship.
Oh, good. Glad to hear that, man. Oh, not too bad, no, myself. Thanks for asking, man. Actually, pretty excited to be playing the latest entry in the Final Fantasy series, man. Final Fantasy 16. It's so cool you can carry over your progress as well into the final version. You get to play the first act of it. I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I mean, I've been, as you know, like I've been playing Final Fantasy since Part 7 on PS1, so it's so cool. Like, and I always associate Final Fantasy as a PlayStation game. So I think it's pretty cool that it's actually only on PS5. And I don't mean that in a kind of fanboy kind of way, like, you know. I just honestly always consider it to be a PlayStation game. I mean, 7, 8, 9, 10, you know, we're on PS1 and PS2, like, so. So yeah, I think PlayStation is the home of Final Fantasy. I know it started out as like NES and SNES games, like I understand that, like, but still, I didn't play those games, so yeah.
It will serve you well in the field. But can the same be said of your spellcraft?
Magic, big part of Final Fantasy.
Now let them burn without.
Yeah, magic is a big part of Final Fantasy.
Rain fire down upon me.
Channel your inner flame, let's go. Sun triangle is for magic. Then press triangle to cast fire, a ranged spell that can strike enemies from greater distance.
Keep them coming. Well done.
Thank you.
You wield the Firebird's flames just as a first shield should.
You flatter me, my lord.
Or would you rather I flattened you?
Can
be arranged.
I like that.
Let's see if you can elude my blade. After all,
dodging.
your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it. On your toes, Lord Rossfield.
So yeah, evading then. L1 is to evade. Precise dodging. So evading an attack at the precise moment it is dealt will temporarily slow the enemy, basically parrying, I would imagine, making it more susceptible. Why can't I talk lately, man? I'm getting worried, man. Jeez, man, I'm going back to my olden days, boy. I've just not been able to talk. To a counter using square or triangle.
Keep trying, Clive.
I am trying. I was just trying to.
Come on.
Oh,
Man, I want to do.
So young and fleet of foot.
Nice try.
Yes.
Good. Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal. But you are not just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix, granted the use of its power. Call upon that power now to close on me. Well, I'm
So
waiting.
this is like summoning, so is it? Close the gap. Execute a Phoenix shift 3 times. So iconic feats. The blessings of the Phoenix grants Clive the ability to perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. Phoenix shift is one such iconic feat. Press circle to swiftly close in on a distant target. Both melee and range attacks magic can be used when executing a Phoenix shift.
Was it all our shields could move so swiftly? Impressive. But even the most agile shield cannot hope to escape every blow. And death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is only one way to ensure that you do not fall. Keep your wounds mended and your energies replenished. Speaking of which, my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. Now that won't do at all.
Potions, Phoenix Downs, Eaters. So consumables. Nice to brush up on the basics. So consumables items such as potions and tonics can be used to restore Clive's HP or temporarily boost attributes. That's interesting. Item shortcuts and consumables can be assigned to up, forward, down via the items tab in the main menu for quick and convenient use. These items can also be used directly from the menu. Oh yeah, use potions.
That'll have to be for now.
Do you think those wounds become you?
Oh, to fully restore. Okay. I probably should have just used one high potion. Too late now.
That's better. Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory. Or at the very least, to ensure that you live to fight another day. Enough practice. It's time for the test. You've recovered from your soaking, I trust? You wouldn't want to kick a man while he's drowned.
I thought you'd never ask.
Come then, Lord Rosfield. Spar with me. If you believe yourself worthy to be called Shield of the Flame, then prove it.
As you wish, my lord.
Have at me, boy. Make proof of your
Yeah,
strength.
let's go. Try and get a few perfect dodges going. Okay. Breaking an opponent's will. The will gauge indicates an opponent's will to fight back. Break their spirit by landing attacks and strike them when they are vulnerable.
Go on. You're sure to beat him this time.
You can do it, Clive. Just stay calm.
You're taking this seriously.
Keep
I
going,
always
Clive.
take Final Fantasy serious, buddy. Staggering your enemies. Lord Murdoch's will has been broken, leaving him staggered. Try dealing as much damage as you can before he regains his senses. Press R2 and square to execute Rising Flames, a powerful iconic ability granted Clive by the blessing of the Phoenix. Okay.
It's time I took my own advice and used
Yeah.
all the tools at my disposal. Come on.
Go on, Clive. Keep pressing.
Just a little more. We believe in you.
You're a damnably quick learner, Lord Rosfield.
I am a quick learner. Ah! I like that. I like that little remix of the classic Final Fantasy Victory fanfare. That's a nice touch. No, like that. Yeah, I think I'm ready to rock and roll. I think I've mastered the basics. I think in terms of modern Final Fantasy combat, I think this is actually the best and easiest to pick up and execute. I think when they were trying to do modern combat with even games like Final Fantasy 13 and 7 remake, I think it was a little bit kind of all over the place. They were saying, "Oh, this is how to do Punisher attacks, and then you can do regular attacks, and then you can do this," and it's like there was so much being thrown at you. Like, but I mean, pressing R1 to dodge, pressing at the right time to do a perfect dodge, pressing square for melee attack, circle for fire spells like circle, triangle, and circle in to do like another thing. But I actually forget the name of it, but it makes it better. And then stagger and press R2. Yeah, I'm ready. Did I do good? I'm guessing I did.
He won! See? I told you he could do it.
Aye.
Bested at last. It's taken me long enough. That was a display worthy of your father. You are a true shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise.
Do you know why I don't like? Sorry, I just say things over and over sometimes, but I don't like seeing too much of a game, even if it's the teaser trailer, reveal trailer, gameplay trailer, first gameplay trailer, because I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen the trailer. Like that little kid There's all blood in his face because I presume he dies. Do you know? Like, it just gets spoiled. You get spoiled by watching trailers nowadays. It's crazy.
Me. What are you lot gawping at? Back to your drills.
I don't like the fact that I beat him. It's okay. The whole point of training somebody is for them to be good. If they didn't defeat you, then that wouldn't be a good thing at all.
Joshua, I was just tired. The Phoenix's flames are a gift. You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
That's why. You were coughing this morning too. You shouldn't be outdoors.
I'll be fine. It's just a cold.
It's COVID.
Don't push yourself.
Isolate yourself.
Has returned.
Father's back.
Hey.
Your Grace, please, this is no place for one such as you. I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy. Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you, Your Grace. We live to serve.
Joshua. You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
I'm sorry.
Good day to you, Mother.
She's covering her nose and mouth. It's contagious or something.
Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us. Lord Murdoch?
Your Grace.
He looks like the little kid in
What a way to
Plague
treat your own
again.
flesh and blood.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
We should join them.
This was that. Oh, it's a chocobo! They're normally yellow. I know there's yellow ones in the game. Better be yellow ones in the game.
Rise, my friends.
Welcome home, Father.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust.
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went to the bay to watch Clive's spa.
Is that so?
Ah.
Quiet, Torgal. Stop it, boy. Not now.
You'll make a fine hound one day.
Father.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
Yeah,
Is the
war
situation
is
truly so grave?
massive role
To the throne room.
team
We'll talk there.
of this game.
Yes, Father. Your Grace.
And like royalty as well, like, you know, kings and queens and, you know, like empires and all that kind of stuff, like monarchies and stuff, like. Ah. It's chasing the butterfly. I think there's something very symbolic about that. I can pick up these little things. I don't know, there was something symbolic about like the butterfly being able to, I don't know, escape. It was able to escape. And the dog wasn't, I don't know.
Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
Sunrise, sunset. Okay, finding your way. Should you find yourself lost, which I will many times, do not fret. So you hold down, it's like L3, is it? Hold on L3 and trust in your animal instinct to point you in the right direction. Your current destination will be displayed with a red icon. I think it's a phoenix icon,
trouble
actually.
brewing.
I'm not sure. I need to speak with Father.
Nice, I'm going to just do a little bit of exploration. Chat to people around here. Chat to the guards. Or not. I don't think you can chat to them. Or maybe just can't chat to those particular NPCs. Chocobos! A chocobo keeper.
Your steed is in fine fettle, my lord.
That's mine!
Isn't that right, Ambrosia?
Ah! But I don't want to sound racist, but I want the yellow one.
Us to protect His Highness, not the other way around.
I know that. And on my honor as a shield, I'll defend him with my life.
So I'm guessing we just kind of like eavesdrop on people's conversations instead of actually like talking to them. Just kind of go up here and explore a bit.
Need to shift this lot before we lose the light.
Well, you want to get to it, wouldn't you?
Make sure all the crystals are
Make sure
Oh,
you
blacksmith.
get a good edge on that, eh?
I know! I'm not about to send our lads off to war with dull blades.
I like the strong Yorkshire accent. That's pretty cool.
Preparation is key. We must be ready to march at any time.
You don't need to tell this one. She's ready.
All right. Let's get this stuff unpacked before the Duchess calls for our heads.
Right you are.
Right you are. What did I get? Finding items. Useful items can be found across the realm by those who know where to look. Items discovered can be viewed on the items tab in the main menu. So what did I get? A potion.
Phoenix will be with us. Those savages don't stand a chance.
You put on quite the show for us, Lord Rossfield.
Thank you.
Any man who can do that deserves to be first shield. Age and experience be damned.
Yeah. All I need is heart. You've got a heart from the moment you were born to the moment you die. And once that's beaten, you can beat anyone. That's a Johnny original right there. I didn't get that from the fridge magnet. I can promise you that.
It is new.
Forgive me, Lord Marquess. Pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. How dare him, you fool! But I say to speak.
I love the Yorkshire accents, though. Seriously.
There's no trouble. Really.
Oh, do not indulge him. To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Stand, please.
Stand.
I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Don't work too hard. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
As do we all, my lord.
As do we all.
Come along now. Back to your duties.
That dog is so cute. Beautiful. What a beautiful garden that is.
Quiet in here, isn't it?
Quiet and it's beautiful. It's a perfect place to relax. What did you think I was going to say?
There's Joshua.
That's nice. I'm going to chase some crows. No, this is a green. Oh, look at. Why did I just got some Harry Potter vibes there from this guy. Look, he's doing this. Well, he is doing this still. But what are you doing, buddy? I can't reach him. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely the best looking Final Fantasy game ever made, hands down. And Square Enix always do this. They always do a great job making the most of the hardware, the latest hardware that they launched their next Final Fantasy game on. You know, Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9 looked absolutely amazing on PS1. You know, amazing visuals for its time. Same with 10 and 11 and 12 on PS2. And of course, like 15 looked amazing on PS4, and now 16 just looks amazing on PS5. Like, it's just, yeah, it's what you'd expect. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at the detail in this massive castle. It is a castle, isn't it?
You will put Joshua's comfort and safety before your own. Do you understand? Yes, Your Grace.
Well, calm down. Making an effort. Some large gates are stiff, and stiff levers require extra effort to operate. Press X to access them, then hold R2 to push or pull with all your might. There's no need for that, though. I'm just going to say, there's no need for it. Just open the door. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't add that much to the gameplay, like, you know. Although I feel like Lady Demetrescu is going to show up.
Good luck.
Ah. Lads, you're not going to get this game on Game Pass. Sorry. You're going to have to settle with 30 frames per second with Starfield and Redfall. Yay! Sorry. I'm not a fanboy. I just like making fun of Xbox.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace. How may I serve you?
All right, you can stop licking my boots. Your mother isn't here.
Do the territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the Blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
By the flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands. Even if we were to send them south to Port Isolde, more would only follow in their wake. Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
Against the Iron Kingdom.
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath. Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first. Rodney.
Rodney?
You will have heard the reports, I am sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind Marshes. I know of the rumors, yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it and clear it. Then you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
It is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
That will be all. Rest well. We ride at dawn.
Yes, Your Grace.
Active time lore. Hold the tab to access the active time lore ATL feature. A compilation of important information relevant to Clive's current storyline progression. ATL can even be viewed during most cutscenes. That's actually pretty interesting. And all ATL entries can be accessed later in the game. I saw. Ah, here we go. So, current location, Rosalit Castle, the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, Elven Rosefield, the Iron Kingdom. Let's learn about the Iron Kingdom. The Iron Kingdom, also known in the local tongue of Heran, the Iron Kingdom is an archipelago nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at Craig Loisgt. The Mother Crystal, Drake's Breath, rises from a volcanic island situated just within or without its borders, depending on whom you ask, and has been the subject of long-standing conflict between the Ironblood and the neighbouring Duchy of Rosaria. The Iron Kingdom's inhabitants shun any contact with outsiders, which has given rise to a unique, if largely inward-looking culture. So they keep themselves to themselves, basically. Um, I'll just let the story unfold by itself. If anything interesting comes along that I want to find out more about, then I will. So retire to your chambers.
This war we mean to wage, it isn't only for control of the Mother Crystal. Above all else, we cannot allow those Ironblood savages to gain a foothold on Storm.
I know. I would sooner die than see them darken our shores again. I wish you a safe journey tomorrow.
And I you, Clive. May your blade strike true.
The Mother Crystal. So there's some kind of disease taking place, the blight. You need the blessing of the Mother Crystal. But it's kind of in the territory of your rivals.
No messages, my lord.
No messages. Nobody loves me.
How long will you be away this time?
Not long. 4 days, maybe 5.
And you will be taking Joshua?
Well, I can't exactly leave him behind, can I? The blood of the Rosfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know that. And only the dominant can enter the apothecary, so yes, I'm taking Joshua.
Oh, to hell with your way! The boy is ill.
You think I don't know that? But the boy is also the Phoenix. The heir to the throne. You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Elwyn!
Don't worry. Clive will watch over him. Though he is a youth of but 15 years, he's already a fine soldier. He will make a splendid shield.
You see more in him than the Phoenix did. He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless, a man like any other.
I beg your pardon?
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Oh, not this again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne. All is in its right place. Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter. We have an early start. I'm going to sleep.
What a bitch.
This is it then. Time to prove yourself.
Wishing on a star?
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right.
You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him. He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you.
Ah, she's crying. So religion seems to be kind of an element as well. Like religion and war.
There's going to be another war, isn't there? Since coming here, I've begun to take peace for granted. I assumed the war between our nations would be the last. But it never really ends, does it?
No. The next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria, after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
Ah, you took that from God of War, no, in fairness.
It's getting cold. We should go in.
Come on, those Queenies.
My lady.
Good night, Clive.
Yeah, it just really reminded me of God of War 2018. When Kratos was going to pat Atreus on the back. Chocobo, please tell me I can write a Chocobo.
Sorry, Ambrosia. We won't be hunting today.
Sick.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do brilliantly.
I'll try.
Good luck.
Oh, nice, the haptics, kind of like replicating.
Friends,
It's
arrive for Phoenix Gate. May the blessing of the crystals go with us and shield the Firebird's flame forevermore!
His Grace departs. Open the gates.
Hey, how come Josh gets the yellow Chocobo and I get a white Chocobo? That's not fair.
Lord Rossfield, allow me. I shall see her safely to Phoenix Gate.
Thank you.
We're ready to depart, my lord.
May I say what an honor it is to serve alongside you?
This is to be no mere investigation. If there are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly. The Beastmen are a fierce foe. We underestimate them at our peril.
Not today, we won't.
Sir Wade, Sir Tyler, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
As you command.
To the marshes, then.
There should have been wigs and brigs.
And may the blessing of the crystals go with us.
The blessing of the crystals. I love how much of a role the crystals actually play in 16, actually. You know. They've been a part of Final Fantasy since the very beginning, actually. The world map, first time seeing the world map. The world map displays all the locations indicated by glowing pins currently available to Clive via fast travel. So we are going to Stillwind, Western Rosaria. There was a time not long ago that the songs of civilizations echoed through Stillwind's knotted what? Bows. Now the settlements lie abandoned, and the only song to escape this forsaken place are the howls of beasts that have fled the Deadlands to make the bogs their home. I'm scared. Not really. Let's go. So I like that you're not like in a car traveling like 25 minutes to get to Stillwind like in 15. I like how you just go there. It's not an open world game this time round, which is good. It just keeps the story flowing, I find. I think an open world concept suits certain games, but not all games.
Keep your eyes open for those goblins. The reports placed them in this area.
It's all swamps from here. What's your step, my lord?
And everything else.
Lost in the fog. Timely accessories. Feeling overwhelmed? Try equipping one or more of the 5 timely accessories. For example, the Ring of Timely Strikes allows the wearer to chain complex attack combos only pressing square. The Ring of Timely Focus slows the time before an incoming attack, allowing for an extended evasion window. As with all items, timely accessories can be equipped and unequipped in the Gear tab in the main menu. Let's do that. Okay, so, bet you're not going to give me a tutorial on who they were. The Gear and Abilities tab is used for equipping weapons and armor, as well as assigning. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Right. So, do we have any other weapon? Okay. Right. So this is okay. Right. I think timely strikes. If there were a ring, a transfer, and a novice. I'm not a novice. I don't want to use these actually. I don't want to use these because I'm not feeling overwhelmed. So, yeah, I'm not going to use them yet. Do I get to switch over to my other character? No, I think it was just there for support. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm not a novice. Was I still a novice? I was like, nope.
Not exactly the most well-maintained path.
And who do you imagine would maintain it? They've all fled from the Blight.
It's hard to believe that anyone used to live here.
The old village of Stillwind is ahead. Not that there's a lot left of it.
2 gil! That's gotta be the least amount of gil I've gotten in the history of playing the series. It's like Donald Duck. Gollum. It's Gollum the video game. You idiot. Yes, that's definitely Gollum. The video game. Ugly as fuck. Okay. Okay, goblins are absolutely terrifying in 16. Magic Burst. Use triangle after striking an opponent with square to conjure a magic explosion that deals significant damage.
Down with you!
Goblins.
So gotcha.
True. We should press on. There may be more ahead.
There will be more ahead. There's no maybe about it. Strength tonic. They're under items. I know what items are. Jesus Christ. The wave of euphoria induced by this foul-smelling brew grants those who drink it delusions of power. It is widely consumed by soldiers seeking to boost their sword. How briefly. Okay. Nice. I kind of want to. I feel like I should have paid attention now, to be honest. Never mind. Okay.
Welcome to Stillwind.
Have care, my lord.
There's more.
Hit me. Shit. So many people do it, okay.
Watch out, my lord. Some of their number are spell slingers.
And what a number! We'll all have our hands full here.
Not quite. Forevermore. Farewell.
Yeah, so the combat is really fun. I'm actually kind of practicing my evading and parrying because I know like when I'm going to be facing tougher opponents, I'm going to have to do a lot of that.
We should be nearing the old village square.
It might not be a nest of goblins.
I reckon this is a distraction. Okay, I will be right back. Sorry, there was a knock at the door. And just... Oh, wait a second now. I don't think I actually muted my... Oh, I turned it off. Shit, why are they coming out? Muted my... Oh, I turned it off. Shit, why are they coming out? It is, Johnny. Your audio is coming out. Okay. Wait a second. It's not coming out. Well, it is, but it's not fucking coming out the way I wanted to go. Oh, man, what am I doing? Okay. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Here we go. That doesn't rhyme, but still. Come on, goblins.
Sneaky sods. We're trapped.
My lord. I'm working on it. He's the leader. But we'll have to take care of his followers first.
Care to thin the herd? As if you have to ask.
Come on, attack me. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey, leave me alone now. I'll get... I want to do things myself. Please. Please leave. Please go back home. Oh my days. Yes. Now we're talking.
Here it comes.
Yes. Formidable foes. Larger enemies must be faced with caution. They have far more HP than smaller counterparts, and will often use devastation abilities to overwhelm opponents. Use the blessing of the Phoenix to not only deal considerable damage to these enemies, but also break their wills. Breaking their enemy's will stagger it, leaving it unable to act and invulnerable to attacks.
Founder, that's a swing and a half. Be ready to move when it winds up for another.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Oh shit, I'm on it. Oh, that didn't go too well. Okay. Shit, man. Okay. Oh. Partial stagger. Enemies will become partially staggered when their will gauge is reduced by 50%, creating a shorter range in which. Okay. Alright, I'm hitting them while they're down, completely reducing an enemy's will gauge will stagger them. Extra damage is dealt when an enemy is fully staggered, increasing with each strike landed, up to a maximum of 150 total amount of damage dealt during this time is displayed. Shit! Parry. Use square just as the opponent attacks. Oh, what? Use square just as an enemy attacks to parry the strike. Oh, nice. Guess that's how you parry. Shit! Oh man. Boom! Oh, where's the victory fanfare? Even the remix? Never leveled up. I know level 6. And in true Final Fantasy fashion, like this is what you expect from a Final Fantasy game. You don't want to level up, you know, your HP goes up, your attack goes up, your defense, stagger, strength, vitality, and will all go up when you level up. And battle rewards. Following important battles, a separate results screen will appear displaying battle performance and rewards. Rewards are based on performance and may include items, gear, ability points, and experience points. So I got the hard leather armlets. Oh yes, let's go. Though at first glance, this modest wrist piece might appear an uncomfortable fit for those cursed with fleshy forearms. Upon further inspection, one would be related to discover the band incomplete, affording a wearer to modicum or comfort, be he swine or strapping. Okay. Yuck. Run! Get out of here. Tell your friends what happened today.
After him, before he summons the
Yes. Yes, let's. Gear and abilities. Gear can significantly improve player attributes, but only when equipped via the Gear tab in the main menu. Similarly, the right abilities can turn the tide of battle, but only if learned and mastered via the Abilities tab in the main menu. Mastering existing abilities as well as learning new ones requires ability points, which are earned in battle by completing quests or completed quests. So yeah, let's have a look at current state of affairs now at the moment. Right, so this is just attributes. So currently I am level 6. Yeah, and yeah, HP is 20. Okay. Okay, I have 152 ability points, 136 skill. I need 18 experience to get to the next level. And for gear and abilities, I'm pretty sure I still have the same weapon, yeah. But don't I have... Yeah, see, so my hard leather armlets will increase my defense by 10. Is it? Yeah, by a full... Get in there. Nice. Okay. Right. Now I'm gonna have a quick look at these. So the focus is when equipped, time slows before an available enemy attack strikes. No effect. That just makes it easy, doesn't it? And then this is a ring of it. When equipped, Clive will automatically evade. No, thank you. This is casual mode. This is casual mode. Look, you know, you're not going to see Green Hill Gaming become a pro at Elden Ring anytime soon, and you're not going to see me become a pro at Final Fantasy anytime soon. But I don't need these casual accessories. Thank you very much. Thanks, but no thanks. And then abilities. Here we go. Main menu abilities. Ability points can be spent in the abilities tab to acquire new abilities as well as upgrade existing ones. If you are unsatisfied with Clive's current build, reset all abilities and try again, as there is no penalty for doing so. Ability details. Details on each ability and feat can be viewed by selecting the icon. So the sword indicates an ability's capacity for dealing a damage, and like the star indicate ability capacity of breaking a target's will. Oh, that is what I want to go for. That is what I want to go for. But I don't see it anywhere on the map. Square while on them, I could actually do that. Square while you're in the air. Dodge. Jump. Position dodge. Executing. Dodge with R1 at the moment. Okay. Lunge. Press X and square to swiftly close in and attack distant enemy. When in the air to strike down. Hold square to imbue Clive's blade with fire. Ooh, that's powerful. Taunt. Hold R1. Well, that's pretty fucking strange. Hold R2 and to pull the attention of the enemy target. Okay. Swift recovery. Use R1 to recover immediately after being. Press X while in the air to kick off a nearby enemy. Use X while in the air. Kick off an airborne enemy, increasing the jump height. Hold X to increase potential of magic moves. Yeah, I actually might leave it build up for now. I think. I can handle myself for now, I think. High potion. High potion! Pesky little bastard, isn't he? Fight me like a... well, like a goblin. Like an ugly goblin.
This ends now.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
What's in there?
Oh yes, I remember this enemy.
Warble. He's far south. Keep clear of its maw, my
Oh, I am scared.
That thing's breath is worse than its bite. That reeks! I said stay away from its mouth!
Okay,
That's right.
Shit, I was meant to do it. Okay.
Where's it going?
Come back.
As good as mine.
Oh my god. Oh my god, this game is amazing. Cinematic strike. When the screen flashes blue, like this during a pivotal moment in battle, press square before the time runs out. Oh yes, staggered as well.
No! Before it recovers!
What can you parry? Like, I'm gonna try them. No, he's doing the. I can do the parry that, but when he strikes with his tentacles, I wonder can you like parry it? Shit. Shit, maybe not. I don't think you can. Shit. Oh yes, we can parry it.
You won't be gone for long. Cannot fall here.
So like evasion, okay, press R1.
Now for the final push, my lord.
Push!
I think we made it angry. I'd rather we made it die.
This is the most fun, like, battle system in the Final Fantasy game ever. Oh my god, where am I? Oh yes.
Not quite.
I like how you have, apparently you've got unlimited magic, which is interesting. I haven't seen MP show up in the tutorial screen yet. Well, thank you. I couldn't have done it better myself either. Spoils. I never leveled up as well, so even better. Nice. Let's take a break for a minute. So this is everything you would expect from the latest installment in the Final Fantasy series. Bigger, badder, better. Amazing graphics, amazing soundtrack, which is, two of the big things you would expect from a Final Fantasy game. Yeah, combat, as I mentioned, I actually think it's the most fun battle system in the Final Fantasy game yet. So it's ticking all the boxes so far. Like, I mean, we have to get over the fact that modern Final Fantasy no longer has turn-based combat. Gotta get over that, like, you know what I mean? But it ticks the boxes. Every box gets ticked, like, you know. And, you know, the story is just starting, like, but it does look like it's gonna hook me, you know. So yeah, it's actually great so far. I know.
my lord.
Why, thank you.
I never thought I'd see it. Not just goblins in Rosaria, but moorballs too.
I'll petition His Grace to send a detachment.
I think it was what's it called?
They'll be at our gates before long.
We should get moving. We don't want to be caught out here after dark.
If we set off now, we can still reach Phoenix Gate before nightfall.
I think it was a distraction. Keep us away from where my father is, and brother.
Damned blight.
Phoenix Gate. This aging seaboard citadel not only defeated Rosaria from northern raiding parties, but also serves as sacred ground whereupon the duchy's dominant might commune with his or her ancestors and entreat their guidance on the eve of important battles. Might do a part 2 of this demo actually tonight. Yeah, like in a couple of hours, like it's some time later. Phoenix Gate. Chocobo.
Suddenly, thousands of red eyes. No, wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. His lordship draws his sword. The goblin chief runs off screaming straight down a Morbal's gullet.
More tales! Drink and be merry, boys! Good work on the morrow. Must be gratifying to see your student making such a name for himself. The young lord has a bright future ahead of him.
Aye, and one of these nights he may even deign to join us.
Calm down.
Are you unwell?
No, Father. Just a little tired.
Well, it has been a long day.
They all like Clive, don't they?
Aye. Your brother will be a fine shield. We're all very proud of him.
Father? Why is it that the dominance is always born into our family? It doesn't seem fair.
We cannot live without the blessing of the crystals. And the crystals work their magic through us. You have been blessed, Joshua. Blessed to be a dominant, to wield the power of an icon. Our family has been chosen to share that power with the people. So that is what we must do.
my friends! Louder!
I don't suppose I'll be missed.
Wait, what? Ah.
Poor Jill. She'll be wondering where you've got to. So much for you being a fine hound.
So this is where you've been hiding.
What are you doing out here?
I didn't see you at the feast.
Feasts are the only time shields are allowed to take their ease, and I've never really been one for cakes and ale.
It's the vegetables I don't like.
Hi, Colson. Welcome to Green Hill Gaming, as always. How are you doing? Welcome to my Final Fantasy 16 live stream, where I'm playing the demo. How is everything with you?
I hear you slew a Morble.
You heard correctly.
All the men were singing your praises.
They never used to. When I joined the ranks, everyone thought I was a spoilt little lordling. If I didn't know how to handle a sword, I'd be a laughingstock. The Archduke's firstborn failure.
I'm doing a little rough this week. I'm sorry to hear that. Going through a breakup. Oh, that's not easy. Sorry to hear that, Colson. I hope things pick up for you soon. And they will, like. They will. Hope you're enjoying the game. I am, thanks very much. I love Final Fantasy. I've been playing Final Fantasy and loving Final Fantasy since 7, the original 7 on PS1. And it's great to be playing like the next entry in the series. It's fantastic. It's exactly what you would expect from the next entry of the series, like on PS5. It takes advantage of the hardware of PS5. I mean, the game looks amazing. Final Fantasy games have always looked amazing. They've always taken advantage of the console's hardware. Like, it looks fantastic. Song's fantastic. You know, the music and soundtrack of Final Fantasy has always been a big part of the series. So the song's fantastic. Combat is really fun. I know it's not turn-based combat, but it's really fun. It's actually a lot more fun than 15 and 7 Remake. And Street Fighter 6 is pretty cool as well. I created the first Irish fighter in the Street Fighter series, Patrick, seeing as Capcom had no interest in fucking making an Irish fighter, and they were myself. But yeah, once again, Colson, I hope things get better for you soon. And I'm sure they will.
You're the one they really believe in. I'm jealous.
That's not true. They don't believe in me. They believe in the power of the dominant.
My brother the Phoenix. Ruler over life and death.
It isn't fair. It should have been you. I don't have what it takes to lead our people. I don't have the strength. But you do.
I appreciate that, Johnny. No problem at all. And I've seen the Irish character. That's super cool. Thank you. I gave him a backstory and everything. Thanks. Yeah, it's really fun, actually.
Every man has his duty. Ours was decided long ago, when our ancestors chose to instate the dominant as the Archduke of Rosaria. All to ensure that whenever our nation stood on a precipice, the Phoenix would rise from the flames to drag us back from the brink. The fate of Rosaria sits on the dominant's shoulders. It is your duty to bear that burden.
What about you?
I was born to be your shield. That is why I was given the Phoenix's blessing. to keep our future rulers safe, no matter what. However hard it gets, I'll never let you down.
Thank you, Clive. I know you'll always take care of me.
Before I can do that, you need to take care of yourself. All right?
I should go inside. It's past my bedtime. Good night, Torgal.
I actually have goosebumps right now because it's just so cool to see the evolution of the Final Fantasy series from when I first played it on PS1, Final Fantasy 7, with PS1 pixel graphics, and at the time, those were the best graphics to what I'm seeing right now. These like amazing like visuals, like super like realistic visuals. But it isn't just about the visuals, of course. It's about the gameplay as well. So as I mentioned before, the combat system, battle system in 16 is really, really fun. I really enjoy it. The parrying and evading, perfect parrying as well, and perfect evading. It's really, really cool. I love it. I love it. And the story is there as well. So yeah, it's just so cool to be playing Final Fantasy, in 2023, like, all these years later. I love it. Goosebumps. Ah. I'm so glad I actually chose graphics as opposed to frame rate. I don't really think I don't think every game has to be in 60 frames per second. It depends on what the game is. If it's a racer, if it's a fighter, if it's a shooter, yeah, 60 frames per second is very important. But I think a game like Final Fantasy doesn't have to be in 60 frames per second. So I'm quite glad choosing graphics over performance, because to see the HDR effect, I mean, that flame right now looks like an actual flame, like, because it's HDR and it's 4K as well. And it really has this like nighttime vibe to it too, which is really nice. Yeah, those actually amazing visuals. You're not going to get that in PS4, like. Certainly not going to get that on Switch.
Supplies from the capital.
You took your time sampling the wares, were you?
It's a good job the North is full of enterprising traders keen to keep us in wine.
Spare a barrel for the boys.
Oh shit!
What in the...
Oh look, it's gore! It's gore! Gore is in Final Fantasy. Therefore, it's going to be Game of the Year. A lot of people would actually be serious in saying that. Like, I'm not actually lying. It's the mentality of non Final Fantasy players, and people who think that like gore and ultra realistic graphics alone by default make the game great. So look, I've been playing Final Fantasy for many, many years, as I pointed out. Like, it doesn't make the game any worse or any better. It's just, it's in the game. It adds to the story, but it doesn't make it like a great game by default. What makes Final Fantasy a great game is its story more than anything else. Its combat, its visuals do play a big part, and the soundtrack as well. But yeah, just having a bit of fun there, because you get people like that. Gore, sex, drugs. This is the greatest game of all time. Okay, I'm going to have to end the live stream on a massive cliffhanger right there, because I don't have any time to continue this live stream. But I will do a part 2 of my Final Fantasy 16 demo gameplay in about, we say like 2.5, 3 hours. something like that. So stay tuned for that. But thank you so much for watching this live stream. Much appreciated. And I will see you next time. And Coulson in particular, man, again, sorry to hear about your situation. Never really been there myself, so to speak. But I would imagine it's a very tough situation for you. So I feel for you, like, and I hope things get better for you. And thanks for watching. And thanks for watching everyone as well. And I will see you all next time on Green Hill Gaming. Goodbye.